Throughout history, the papacy has been a symbol of faith and moral authority. Today, we're diving into the dark side of the Vatican where faith meets scandal and power corrupts absolutely. We're counting down the 5 worst popes in history. These guys didn't just bend the rules, they shattered them. From murder to debauchery, their reigns were straight up chaotic. Coming in at number 5, we have Pope Stephen VI, the guy who literally put a dead pope on trial. In 897 AD, he made history by putting a corpse on trial. He had the body of his predecessor, Pope Formosus, dug up, dressed in papal robes, and propped on a throne. This bizarre spectacle, known as the Cadaver Synod, ended with the corpse found guilty. His body was stripped, mutilated, and thrown into the Tiber River. This was a grotesque mix of madness and revenge, all in the name of power. At number 4, meet Pope John XII, the teenager who turned the Vatican into a frat house. Crowned Pope at 18 in 955 AD, John was less about prayers and more about partying. Historical records from his own time describe his Lateran palace as a brothel. He threw wild orgies, gambled church funds, and allegedly slept with his dad's mistress. He blinded one critic and castrated another. John's reign was so scandalous that he was deposed by Emperor Otto I, but he clawed his way back only to die in 964 AD, reportedly in bed with another man's wife. Some say her husband caught him and delivered fatal justice. This guy wasn't just a bad pope, he was a walking PR disaster for the church. Number 3 is Pope Alexander VI, the infamous Rodrigo Borgia, who ran the papacy like a crime syndicate from 1492 to 1503. This guy bribed his way to the papal throne, then used it to enrich his family, the notorious Borgias. His kids Cesare and Lucrezia were basically his enforcers, with rumors of incest, murder, and poison swirling around them. Alexander threw lavish banquets, sold church offices like they were NFTs, and even hosted the scandalous Banquet of Chestnuts, where, allegedly, 50 courtesans danced. He fathered multiple children, openly flaunted his mistresses, and turned the Vatican into a Renaissance soap opera. His reign was so scandalous, it inspired centuries of conspiracy theories. Number 2 is Pope Benedict IX, one of the few men to become pope 3 times thanks to bribery, force, and scandal. He was so unfit for office, he eventually sold the papacy to his godfather, Gregory VI. Even church historians called him a disgrace to the chair of Peter. And the worst pope in history? Pope Urban VI, the guy who sparked a 40-year schism and ruled like a medieval dictator. Elected in 1378, Urban started strong, promising reform. But then, he lost it. Paranoid and cruel, he tortured and executed cardinals he suspected of disloyalty, reportedly laughing as they screamed. One chronicler said, "He lacked all pity." His erratic behavior alienated everyone, leading to the election of a rival pope, Clement VII, in Avignon. This split, called the Western Schism, fractured the church, with 2 popes excommunicating each other's followers. Urban's obsession with power-fueled wars, bloodshed, and chaos across Europe. He died in 1389, possibly poisoned by his own allies. Urban VI wasn't just corrupt, there was a tyrant whose cruelty and paranoia nearly destroyed the papacy. That's why he's our number 1 worst pope. There you have it, the 5 worst popes who turned the Vatican into a hot mess of scandals, corpses, and chaos. The papacy has seen some wild times, hasn't it? Which pope shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments.